Now, my name is Kevin, and I want to welcome all of you to this Python Django tutorial on how to set up a Django project in a Windows machine. I'm a full stack software developer, and my tech stack is normally Django or and Python in the backend, and JavaScript and React in the front end. Now, start a Django project. First thing you come here to the search and type cmd, and this will bring up a command prompt. And when you open the command prompt, the first thing you should determine is where do you need to put your Django project in, which directory. And in my case, the directory I wish to put my project is the desktop. And so you come and type this Linux command cd or check directory to desktop. And now, since we can't find the system cannot find the path, how do we get to know the path of the desktop? I'll just come to one of my files or folder. Let me just take this file, this Microsoft Word, and I'll see the properties. That's where I'll derive the path from. And in my case, I can see the path to the desktop is C users 2547 to OneDrive desktop. And now, how do we get this path? And since we have this up to 25472, and you can see it here, what you do is you come and type cd, and then you copy OneDrive and desktop and paste it. And now we are in the desktop directory. The next thing you should do is determine whether you have Python in your system. And the way to do it is you type Python and type dash dash version. And you can see in my system, I have Python 3.125, the system. Next is to create an environment, a virtual environment where we will be working on our Django project. And how do we do it? First of all, you should ensure that you have installed the virtual environment. And in my case, I'll come and type pip install virtual env. Not sure whether that's the command. Yes. And because I already have the virtual environment installed, you can see here that requirement is already satisfied. If you don't have it, of course, it will download and install. Now, next is to create the virtual environment itself. And how do we create the virtual environment? I had prompted the Cloudy AI to remind me on how we do it. And here is what it produced. And you just have to copy this Python of negative m virtual environment, and then you give it the name. And in our case, you have to type this Python of negative m virtual environment of them, then you give the name of your environment. And in my case, I just call it my environment as Cloudy has shown me. And when you create it, let's see what happens. Let's wait. It takes some time, and the environment is created. The next thing you should do is just to activate the environment. And now you just come there and copy that, and you can see the name of my environment as the first thing. Then then slash scripts and then activate. And when I hit enter, see that the environment will be activated. How will you know the environment has been activated? So wait and see. And the way to know the environment has been activated is seeing this prefix here, env, then the path to the desktop. Next, now creating or installing the packages you need within the environment itself. And the first package to install will be Django, and that is pip install Django. And when we are doing this, I assume that you know the basics of Python and the basics of HTML and CSS. That one is a must. And if you don't know those basics, just go to YouTube. There are so many people who teach these things for free, and definitely find those tutorials. Let's wait for Django to install and see. Since now Django has been installed, the next thing is to create a project on Django. And how do we create a project? You come and type this command, Django dash admin start project, and this one we call it start up. Let's see what it will give us. Yes, project startup. And there's something that you should see in the desktop. So something is not okay. These two folders, that's the startup and the my end, should appear here in the desktop. And for in case it's not appearing, you should try and refresh the desktop. And you can see that both the environment and the project are in the desktop. Now let me clear the command prompt. The next thing you should do is to cd into the project itself. You cd start up. And now we are in the directory, startup directory inside of it. And what we will do is come and type python manage.py run server. And when I enter, let's see what it will give us. And the good thing is that the server has started and our project is ready. And what you will do is that you come and take in this URL here, copy it, come to the browser and paste it there. And when you enter, you can see Django is ready up and good, and it's ready for development. Now, everything here we have done in the command prompt. How do we do the same in the VS Code? The standard for every developer. Now, I'll come and just cancel that. Then I take the environment and put it in the project. I move it to the project. After that, I'll come and open with VS Code. What I like doing is that I'll just take the folder itself or the directory and drag it to the VS Code and open automatically. Now you can see everything is good. See the startup directory is here with all the files that should be there, my environment. What should we do when we are here? Come here and for terminal, these three dots here, look for terminal and open a new terminal. And the good thing with this, the way I did the virtual environment is that the virtual environment is active by default. And see here, Python virtual environment was successfully activated. Not a must that you see the prefix here, but you should definitely see that the virtual environment has been activated. And so, since we are in this directory startup, come and type again Python of manage.py LAN server. When we hit enter, you can see we server is active, and now we can put this link. And good thing is that Django is working okay, and that's basically how you do set up a Django project.